So here we are, the first of our Year 8 exam pros. Again, you're the first to have done this. We did them in Year 7, and there's some crossover in the questions, but not exactly the same. So I seem to have marked this a long time ago and sent it back to you. So here we go. Question number 1. This kid's got 6 coins in his pocket, and he picks 5 of them at random. The most that he could pick comes to a value of £4.60, and the least he could pick of these 5 coins comes to a value of £2.70. So, and the trick is, put these 2 ingredients together and find out how much money he actually has altogether had he picked out all 6 coins and put them on the table. All right. So to get £4.60, we can go £2, £1, £1, 50, and a 10p. Is that all right? That comes to £4.60. And to get £2.70, using 5 coins, you can go £1, £1, 50p, 10p, and 10p. Now, bear in mind that all these coins came out of the same pocket in 2 trials. He picks 5 randomly, puts it on the table, picks another 5 randomly, having put them back in and shaken up his pocket again. So we've got to study the numbers. The only difference between that row and that row of coins is the fact that if I give you £2 from here to here, that comes to £2.70. Or if I compare this row with this row going the other way, if I give you the 10p coin that you didn't get the first time round, that will also come to £2.70. So their answer is £2.70. Now I saw it as a picture. So here's the picture right there, and there's no need to add or subtract anything, but you can see that if you list the coins, each row of coins has 1 coin different. So there it is, 470. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 270, or 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 50 plus 10 plus 10 is 270. Sorry, 470, and that's it, 470. And that's acceptable for working 4 marks. Right, so here we go. Sam wants to buy a camera for that price. He saves 96 quid. So straight away, take away the £96 to see how much he's got to pay as leftovers, just to make up the price of the camera. So he's already got that much. He's got £249 to pay. His pay on a weekly basis is £80, and he's going to save 30% of this £80, presumably to go towards his camera. So this is non-calculator. 30% of 80 is basically 3 times 8 to £24 a week. All right. So he can save £24 a week from his weekly wage to go towards paying off the rest of that amount. How many more weeks must he save? Okay, so if you divide 249 by 24, remember this is non-calculator, it will go in 10 times, which is 10 weeks, and 9/24ths of a week. Again, nothing wrong with that. Don't go for decimals because you've probably used a calculator if you did that. So 10 weeks plus 9/24ths of a week. So the answer is 11 weeks because it's got to wait the full 11 weeks to guarantee we have all these 24 sufficient to cover that 249. So it's 11 weeks, okay? This was quite easy. Again, it's done by trial and improvement. 2 numbers add up to 200, and the difference between them is 30. Now, I know that 100 plus 100 doesn't have a difference of 30, but I know 30 is an easy number, so I took 10 off the 100 and gave it to the 110. That's a gap of 20, so I'm nearly there. If I went 80 and 120, that would give me a gap of 40. We don't want that. So I took 5 off the 90 and went to 85 and gave the 5 to the 110 to give 115, and that gives us a spread of 30. So there's your 2 marks. That's my thinking. All right. Question 4. Yeah, here we go. Question 4. So Kay has this many beads, Sharon has this many beads. Kay wants to give some to Sharon so that now they have the same number of beads. How many beads does Kay give to Sharon? Okay, so I added up the total number of beads and divided by 2. So they should have 245 beads each, which means Kay's got to come down to 245 and Sharon's got to go up towards 245. So I looked at the difference between Katie's amount and Sharon's amount, they have a difference of 160 as it stands, which means K has got 80 too many, and K has got 80 too many, and Sharon's got 80 too few. So if K would give 80 of her beads to Sharon, then Sharon comes up to 245 as well. And just to test it, I went 165, yep, right there, plus 80 comes to 245. So Sharon has 245 and Kay has 245 as well. So she needs to pass on 80. A bit tricky, a bit weird, but that's how you do it. Well, it's one way of doing it anyway. And if I understood you working, I went tick, tick, tick and sent it back to you. Yep, same sort of thing really. Watch it carefully. On Sunday, I earn £50 more than on a Saturday when I go to work. Altogether, I earn £600. Now, I know that 300 plus 300 is 600, but you must pay attention to this English. On Sunday, I earn £50 more than Saturday. So one of these should be more than one of these, but the difference must be £50. So it's not £350 and £250, because although that comes to 600, the gap between 250 and 350 is 100. The gap must only be 50, which means you've got to split the 50, 25 up and 25 down. So here we go. We go 270 for the Saturday and 325 for the Sunday. I think they're more on a Sunday, yeah, and that's £50 more. So 325 coming up from 275 is a difference of 50, and in fact they're both numbers add up to 600, so it's correct. 3 marks for that, presumably for this kind of thinking. Boxes of chocolates. Hannah has a box of chocolates, lucky her. She gives half of her chocolates to Alex, and Alex eats 5 of them and has 9 left. Oh, that's an equation. Great. Alex eats 5 of them. We do not know how many chocolates are in this box, but we do know that half of them has been given to Alex. So if X is half of them, and we can work out X, then we can double the X and get twice the amount to get the full box of chocolates. So this bit of algebra relates to this. She gives half to Alex, a single X. Alex eats 5 of them and has 9 left. So wherever Alex had X, if you take away 5, because they're now in his stomach, equals 9 left. So originally Alex must have been given 14, because 9 plus 5 is 14. So he sicked it all out and he said, there I go, I had 14. There you go, I can't hide it anymore. So he sicked it out. 9 plus 5 is 14, but that X is only half the box, so we've got to double the number. 2 lots of X's is 28. There's a box of chocolates with 28 in. Okay, same sort of trickery again. The sum of 2 numbers is 25. 1 plus 24, 2 plus 23. I better read the story. One of the numbers is 7 more than the other one. So I started to fiddle around. Well, I know that 10 plus 15 is 25, but that's only a gap of 5. So I took one off here and gave it to him. 9 plus 16 is 25, and the gap is 7. Finished. That's all there is to it. This one I didn't get completely right, and for many of you I gave you 3 ticks because you got what I got originally. Then I looked at Sid's one. I thought, oh, Sid got a number of 1065. Why didn't I get a number of 1065? Now this is tricky. Akshan, you've got to read this English very, very, very carefully, because you did not at all. Or was it Salah, one of you guys? 6 different numbers. They're not all the same. Somebody went 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 6 different numbers means they're not all 9. I want to get, and it also says the 3 numbers are added together. So even though you went 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, you still didn't add it. You've got to read the English and obey it. What is the largest total that he can get? Right, who's he? Is there a name anywhere? Anyway, there is no name. Here we go. So my thinking was 9, 8, 7. That's got to be the biggest number, right? And then 6, 5, and then 4. But wait a minute, if you go 9, 8, 7, then a 7 here will be bigger than a 6 up there. So if you go 9, 8, 6 and put the 7 here in the tens column, 75 is way bigger than 65, and I missed it, as did you. So if I gave you 3 ticks, please take 1 tick off, because you would have got it all. It's just 1 error, so you just lose a mark, like I lost a mark. So now look, 9, 8, 6 will give you a better result than going 9, 8, 7, because that 7 there is only 1 unit. But if the 7 goes into the tens column, well, that's even bigger. So here are the 3 numbers, and this adds up to 1065. Okay. Yeah, hello.
I put different numbers in, but I got the exact same answer.
Did you get 1065?
Yes.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, there are other combinations, but I was thinking logically. If I want the biggest number total, I want to start with a 900 first, and then the biggest digit after that has got to be an 8 to go for 80s. And then in my dumbness, I put the 7 at the end. I should have put the 6 at the end because, like I said earlier, these 7 tens are bigger than those 6 tens. Even though that 6 unit is smaller than that 7 unit, had they swapped places. Yeah, it works, it works, it works. Again, if you went 976, for example, then the 8 would have to be here and become 85. At least you've got the 8 and the 7 in the tens column. Is that okay? That's probably why you got that. Or if you
I put 975, 86, and 4.
Yeah. See, the 654 have got to be in the units, the 87 have got to be in the tens, and the 9 is the biggest digit, has got to be in the hundreds. So, yeah, there's how many combinations? There's about 5 different possible right answers here. But I was looking for your total. If you got this total, then your combinations were completely good. Congratulations, all of you. Obviously I got it a little bit wrong, but forgive me. Right. Easy little question. 2 consecutive odd numbers add up to 60. Well, I know 30 plus 30 is 60, but they're not odd. So if I go 29 and 31, they're both odd numbers, and they come after each other. So 31 comes after 29. It's consecutive. So 29 and 31. All right. Now, this is Jess. Let me introduce you to Jess. This is Jess, and she obviously enjoys hurdles. That sounds frightening. How do you not crack your leg on that? I don't know. But anyway, there it is. That's Jess, and I've called her Jess because it says so. She's going to run a race at 54.34 seconds. The winning time is 2/100ths of a second less. In other words, it's faster than Jess, and hundredths are in this second decimal place. So you've got to take away 0.02. You don't add 0.02 because that'll make Jess the world champion, and it will make the winning time less than hers. So yeah, she's not on the winning time. The winning time is this much faster. So you've got to take it off. 54.32 seconds. Okay, for the gold medal, or whatever it is. This is awkward, very, very awkward. Now, I haven't drawn you a picture, so I drew myself a picture. The 400 metre hurdle race starts where I wrote down S and finishes where I wrote down F. The first hurdle is 45 from the beginning. The last hurdle is 40 metres from the end. So I've got a hurdle there and a hurdle there. These lines aren't hurdles, it's just where we start from, and that line is not a hurdle, it's like a finishing tape or whatever. Now, the rest of these hurdles from that point to that point are 35 metres apart. Here's the problem. How many hurdles do we have in that race? Well, first of all, I need to work out the space that has no hurdles in, and that comes to 85, which means by subtraction, the remaining space has to have the other hurdles in, which is 315 metres worth of space into which I'm going to slot in some hurdles. How many do I need? Well, 315 divided by 35 stretches of running comes to 9 hurdles. But the answer isn't 9 hurdles, because this is what happens. As soon as you jump the first hurdle, there are 9 further spaces for you to reach the last hurdle. So you go jump, then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. there's your last hurdle. So if you've got to count the first one. So altogether, there are 10 hurdles, all right? Now you've got to think about that. You might have to draw a little picture like I did for you to see it. But 9 will get you 2 marks, but 10 is the final correct answer, because you've got to jump over the first hurdle, then count 9 more, all right? And I said avoid double counting, because it's quite possible I say, well, there's 9 between these two, and there's the first one, and there's the last one, which comes to 11 hurdles. No, it's 10. So hence I wrote to myself, avoid double counting. Question 11. Yeah, generally well done. 3 bags contain the same number of discs. So I went straight away N, because I don't know how many we got. I just know there's N in them. 2 discs are taken out of one of the bags. So this little bag, say, it's got N minus 2 in it, whatever N is. There are now 5 discs in this bag. Oh, okay, so N take away 2 now comes to 5, which means the original number in all 3 bags was 7. But the final answer is not 21, because I've taken 2 out of one of these bags and put the discs aside. So this one will have 5 discs in, this one will have 7 because it hadn't been touched, that one will have 7 because it hasn't been touched. So altogether we've got 7, 7, 5, 19 discs. Is that all right? Because it says how many discs are there now in the 3 bags. Well, we've got 19 because 2's been taken out. But that's the working behind it. This is trial and improvement. Now, one of you guys, listen, you've got to read the English carefully. Some of you, I think one of you, maybe 2 of you, you got the price of an orange. You got 4 different prices for the same orange. Imagine going into a shop, say, these 4 please, and they charge you 25p for that one, 53p for that one, 27p. That's not going to happen in real life. But he's going to buy 4 oranges, and he's going to hand over a £2 coin. He's going to get some change, and what he gets in his hand is 3 coins of the same value. And then you've got to work out, based upon that, the cost of 1 orange. Remember, it's the same style of orange, same size, same everything. So it won't be different prices. So I said, suppose he gets 3 lots of 10p back in his hand. Well, that comes to 30p change, which means his 4 oranges must have cost £1.70. But £1.70 is not divisible by 4. So I put a cross by it. Don't work. Then I thought, okay, maybe he's going to get 3 lots of 5p in his hand. Why not? Which means his oranges cost £1.85. But that's not divisible by 4 either. Then I thought, well, let's try 20p coins. Again, this is trial and improvement. There is no immediate way of getting it. You just got to try it. And do show your wrong trials, because this is you doing mathematics. This is legitimate maths. It's 4 marks after all. So you're going to get marks for your trying it out, because that's how you have to do it. So 3 lots of 20p change, 60p change, which means he paid £1.40 for his oranges. So 140 pence divided by 4, each orange is 35p. Okay, all the same price. Hope you get that now, whoever you were. It's either Salah or Akshan, I can't remember, one of you guys got different prices. Where are we now? Oh, there's the answers. Well, there you go. Now, I think we're done.